I just filmed this entire video and now I'm going to film it again. I'm going to be doing a video today on applying to Ryerson Fashion and the portfolio and the difference between both the programs. Okay, so I have like my notes written down so that I don't get off topic. So basically I am a third year. I'm studying at Ryerson University. Fashion communication is my major, I guess. So, or is my major Bachelor of Design? I don't know. But basically, yeah, I'm getting a Bachelor of Design in Fashion Communication at the School of Fashion at Ryerson University. And I'm in my third year. It's a 4-year course, so I'm almost done. So why am I like out of breath? Okay, so first I thought I would explain the difference between fashion communication and fashion design because I've gotten a lot of questions about it and people actually still in my life don't know the difference and they ask me all the time what I'm in. Fashion design and fashion communication are both offered at Ryerson. The first year for both the programs are the exact same. So if you're not sure which one you want to go into just by like descriptions, you're able to like be accepted to one and then get transferred over to the other because the first years are the same, so you're not losing out on any classes and you're not going to fall behind. So first I'm going to talk about a little bit about fashion design. I don't know a ton about the program because I'm not in it. So obviously fashion design is designing clothes. You're going to learn how to sew and also pattern draft. They focus on different sections of fashion, I guess. So I know that they do like kids wear, women's wear, men's wear, women's, I already said that. And then I think you also have like lingerie and jewelry making as well. Like that's little options you could do. I don't know a lot about it. I think there's other videos on YouTube that explain the fashion design program better than me. But yeah, that's basically the simplest form of explaining it. And then I'm in fashion communications. So fashion communications is, I say everything in fashion that isn't physically designing clothes. So like things we do marketing, photography, art direction, typography, graphic design, illustration, like there's a ton of stuff. So yeah, that's like the basic way of explaining fashion communications in its simplest form. So I'm going to put a link in the down bar of, I think there's a like website or a quick description of kind of the difference, maybe a little bit better than me explaining it. But yeah, that's basically the programs. So today though, specifically, I'm going to be talking about the portfolio and how to apply, but I just wanted to start by explaining the two courses so that when you're applying, you know what the difference is between the two courses. Because for me, the only reason I knew what fashion communication was because people in my high school had went there, so I saw what they were doing. So yeah, I hope that kind of like made some sense. Okay, so for the portfolio, I checked online, so it's on Ryerson, So yeah, if you just Google Ryerson Fashion Portfolio, it will pop up. It's like the first thing, it's a PDF, and it has like a full breakdown of everything they want for the portfolio, like sizing for paperwork, how you submit it, like student number, I don't know if there's a student number, but like sending it in, all that type of stuff. I don't know that off by heart, so make sure you check the website. I can't totally help with like all the little nitty gritty stuff. I saw a question on my previous video about someone was applying and they were asking about the portfolio because it's not totally clear online. I don't know if other people have made videos of it. Our portfolio is a little bit different, I think, from other university programs. I know that's more just showing who you are as a designer. When this portfolio, their guidelines, they expect certain things, and then in the end, everyone's portfolio pretty much looks the same because you're kind of all submitting the exact same work. So yeah, when I was looking at the PDF, it's the exact same as when I applied. There's really nothing different. I don't think that there is. I don't really remember. I'm gonna insert some pictures of my portfolio and also explain it a little bit, so hopefully it makes a little bit more sense, and kind of can help you. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be talking about is the poster design for a fashion event. So I guess I decided to do an Alexander Wang poster to show the fall ready to wear line that would be in Toronto. It's all made up. You can make up anything, choose your favorite designer, make up a designer, doesn't really matter. So the requirements for this specific assignment were to submit 2 rough work pieces of paper and then 1 of the finals. So for this specific thing you'd have 3 pieces of paper. So I first, when I remember doing this, I kind of wrote down on an extra piece of paper my ideas and all my rough like concepts. I didn't want to actually submit my sketchbook work because it's super rough when I do that. So to make it like still look presentable for my portfolio, I took what I did on a previous paper and then I brought it over to the 2 pieces of paper. As you can see, I have like, yeah, my ideas, how I came up with the concept, where my inspiration came from, colors. I wrote some things just to like explain the images that I was including in it and just really roughly showed what I was thinking. You have to submit 8.5 by 11 and I think my sketchbook paper was bigger anyway, so to make sure that I would be able to fit everything, it wouldn't be too rough, that's why I decided to do it after the fact. I had to do the final, so from those 2 rough ones, I chose the one that I liked the most, which was the one with the lines on the people. And then I remember for this, I did the bodies by hand and then hand painted them. And then I printed the Alexander Wang title and also the Fashion Week title and then pasted it on it. Secondly, I'm going to talk about the sewn garment. So I had taken fashion in my high school, so that's why I had the skills of sewing. I think it's really important to know how to sew before entering the course. They really push sewing. You start sewing like the first day. So if you can like try to do like an outside course to be able to have a garment to photograph to submit for your portfolio, I think that's a really good idea. So yeah, I knew how to sew, but for the design I just followed some YouTube videos about taking like clothing that you have and folding it and then you can trace that. I didn't do the muslin, I didn't pattern draft, I like obviously did a ton of things wrong. It's not like properly done, but it was good enough for this. I also just kind of took inspiration from like other dresses I had and then followed how they like did darts, how they lined it. My lining was terrible, but then in the end you just submit photographs of it, so you don't actually have to submit the actual garment, which is amazing. So if the garment like totally doesn't turn out how you want it, it should be okay if you photograph it like well and put it on an angle. On an angle. Why did I say that? If you like do it far away, as you can see from my pictures. As well, I have the the original fashion garment design, I think it's called. I don't know. Here's a picture of it. I hate it. I don't know what I was doing. It looks really bad, but obviously I was just like trying and yeah, kind of some inspiration. I have seen other people's that they submitted. It's like amazing. They did like a face, like totally pretty dress, but yeah, I still tried my best. I don't like this one, so we're gonna move on. I also submitted the illustration of a fashion accessory. So I drew with pencil crayon Nike sneakers. I'm really proud of how this one turned out. I still really like it. Yeah, it was from a photograph, but nothing was traced. I just copied it off my iPhone, I think. And it was on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper again. I think you can do anything you want, like pencil crayon, watercolor, maybe digital, I'm not sure. I didn't know how to do digital work then, so I did a lot of things analog, but if you know digital, I would recommend doing that as well, incorporating both, because it's really good skill to have right now too. And then lastly, I have my styled outfit. So looking at it now, I hate it, But again, I printed all the pictures off, put a black piece of paper behind them. I explained like where I got the clothing items and then did a small paragraph about where you could wear it. So yeah, just kind of like some type of idea. You can really do any type of styled outfit. I think that's what I was just into in high school. I don't know. For the portfolio though, I do know that you have to submit 3 out of the 6 options. So I applied to both fashion communication and design. That's why I did 5 of the options, and then I submitted the sewn garment to both my portfolios. You are able to do that, I think. I remember I was really worried that they were gonna think like I plagiarized or something, but it was both my work. I was just kind of worried about it, but it ended up being okay. I didn't get accepted to fashion design, which I didn't want anyways, so they obviously just like got rid of that portfolio and the work that I did for that one, and then only looked at my fashion communication one. As well, I submitted the same essay to both portfolios. So yeah, I would still do that if you're applying to both. There's no waste in like writing 2 in case one's better. Like just put all your heart and soul into one. As well, if you wanted to, you could do 3 of the 6 and then submit them both to both portfolios. But yeah, the 6 options are kind of catered to both programs in a way. The sewn garment, obviously, if you want to apply to fashion design, I think that's really important to include. If you're going to fashion communications, showing the poster design I think is really important. Try to take it like the way that you want to, but yeah, that is the portfolio. I hope that helps. If you have any questions though, message me on Instagram, email me, comment below. I'll definitely try to answer because I know that the portfolio applications are February 1st. So yeah, good luck to everyone who applies. I hope you get in. It's an awesome program, and yeah, put your heart and soul into the portfolio. Before I totally end the video, I did want to include some of my work now to kind of contrast the difference, because my portfolio work is terrible in my opinion. I've definitely like improved a lot, so I wanted to show that, and also emphasize that your portfolio doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I think the most important thing is showing your concepts and ideas and making sure you're like being really original. I wouldn't stress if your say your drawing skills are like not good right now, because you're going to learn. The whole idea of the course is to learn. So if you're coming into the program knowing everything, you're not going to get anything out of it. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your portfolio. Put your best effort in, obviously, but in the end, I'm sure it will work out. So now I want to just kind of show what I've done since, so that you can kind of see like what you're going to be doing as well throughout your years at Ryerson. So first I'm going to show, this is my Virgil Abloh book. I'm going to put it over my face. This was a book that I did for my typography class. The concept behind it was showing Virgil Abloh's influence on street style. So I kind of broke it down. I got articles from online, and then we followed like typography guidelines. The images weren't mine, but all cited and stuff. And then we ended up printing the book. So as you can see from the pictures, the video too, I think there's a video. No, there's no video. From the pictures though, yeah, it's a lot better than my portfolio work. As well, I thought I'd include another Nike sneaker. This one I did all digital last semester, and yeah, I did it on Illustrator, and then one of the stripes is an image found online. As well, last year in second semester, I did a Gucci book. So this was like a Gucci, it's kind of similar to the previous one I did. I kind of focused on just like the identity of Gucci and then contrasted them against Balenciaga in some of the pages. So yeah, it's kind of the same as the Virgil Abloh book. It's focusing on typography, use of images, how you can incorporate them, white space, all that type of stuff. And then as well, I thought I'd include an illustration that I did in class. We copy from like a live model. As you can see, it's a lot better than my portfolio illustration. It has like rhythm, looks real, like a person. I am really proud of this one. I wasn't the best at this class, but from everything, I think this is like my best drawing. And then as well, I have some photography projects. I'm going to insert a lot of them if I have them. We've done some art direction and photography courses. I love them. So this first image is my friend Ryerson. She modeled for me, and the concept behind these images was imagination. So I had like confetti, different backdrops, played with like the lighting and stuff, a lot of glitter too. And then I have as well a magazine spread, so I took all the pictures for these as well. The concept behind it was adolescence, so I didn't really know how I wanted to present my magazine spread. Last minute I like decided to print all my pictures that I took and then paste them on top of pictures that I took in New York City, and like I cut them out and ripped them, put tape on them, and then I scanned those into the computer, printed, or no, I didn't print it yet. I scanned it into the computer, and then I drew by hand the white writing on my iPad, and then I put that onto the pictures and then printed it. Yeah, that's like another one of my projects from this semester. I think that's everything that I kind of wanted to touch on. I hope I didn't miss anything. I like followed my notes kind of, but my battery is flashing, so that's why I'm like talking super quick. If you have any questions though, go on my Instagram. I'm gonna link it below. Message me, or you can email me as well. Comment on the video. I don't really look at my YouTube comments that much, so if you actually want to talk to me, Instagram message me, because I'll probably see that there. If you're applying, good luck. I hope it works out. I wish you the best. It's really stressful, but trust me, if you do well, you'll probably get in, and it's awesome when you get in. And yeah, I hope that helps. I hope it explains some questions. So I think that's everything I wanted to say. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.